Okay, let's start now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome. We are a very small group in here. That's actually nice, it's very cozy. Feel free to open your mic to speak with us, or if you are not comfortable to use your mic, you can use the chat. So I can see here along with Fuzia we have Noor Al Huda and we have, I believe, Leila. Okay, so welcome to the workshop of EmpowerHER, AI Skills for Entrepreneurial Engineers, presented to you by Women in AI, the Algeria chapter, and Jawsak. Okay, so we're gonna take around 1 hour for this workshop. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Siham Bogarn, and I am the founder of Jawsak. And I hold a master's degree in industrial manufacturing engineering, and I am a member of Women in AI since around 2019. I joined them back when it was like the pandemic, and since then I was a member. I wasn't very active, but recently, since we are starting Women in AI Algeria chapter, so inshallah we will be more active in the future. So I am in a mission of empowering entrepreneurial engineers. I shared here with you some of my contact information, so if you need anything, you can contact me. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm the founder of Jawsak. So what is Jawsak? Jawsak is a community-based startup with a mission to empower entrepreneurial engineers to thrive in the competitive business landscape. We have different entities within Jawsak. We have Jawsak Media, Jawsak Academy, Jawsak Soft, Jawsak Consulting, and Jawsak Community, which will be starting very soon. We will share with you the application form, inshallah, in October. So as a startup, we provide the different products and services tailored for entrepreneurial engineers, including content about entrepreneurship and engineering, also educational resources from ebooks, white papers, courses, webinars, workshops, and also we develop digital tools to help entrepreneurial engineers to manage their businesses. And of course, we have the global community for entrepreneurial engineers. And again, I'm sharing with you here our website and also our handle. You can follow us in different social media platforms. And also, if you need to contact us, you can use our email. Okay, so that was about me. Now I want to get to know you. So you can open the mic and introduce yourself, or you can use the chat box. Fuzia, maybe you go first.
Sure, definitely. Thank you, Siham, for the introduction. It's really a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much.
My name is Fuzia Dalia. I am a doctor in the field of artificial intelligence. I also CEO and founder of Gardenia Tech Group. It's a startup based in Algeria that I manage remotely, and it's a service provider and consulting. Startup, we work on giving services, and also we have some bunch of products that we offer to our clients. I do volunteering as an ambassador for women in artificial intelligence in the Algerian chapter. It's been a great time since 5 years ago, where we were organizing workshops, talks, mentorships all around the world. And I'm happy that from last month we started upscaling our presence in the field of artificial intelligence in the Algerian chapter. This way we can develop more, and as Algerian women, we get to say a word in the conversation worldwide.
Amazing. Thank you, Fuzia. Who want to go next? Maybe Noor Al Huda?
Hi, hello.
Hi.
So my name is Noor Al Huda Blazara, and I have a PhD in mathematics. I was associate professor in university actually, and now for personal reason I had to stop teaching. Now I am in USA and I am the chair program of an association called Algerian American for Science and Technology. And, and I'm very happy to be here because I'm interested in having like maybe collaboration. Since it's small group, so I'm talking about it because I'm interested in having like collaboration in the future.
Uh-huh.
So very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Nur Huda. Welcome in our very small group.
Thank you.
Okay, Nur Huda and Fuzia, make sure you share your LinkedIn handle or any contact information in the chat box so we can contact each other. Okay, great. So for this workshop, we're gonna have 3 parts. Okay, I can see that another person joined. Would you like to introduce yourself? No? Maybe an internet problem. I don't know. Okay, so I continue. So for this workshop, we're gonna have 3 sections. The first part is gonna be about entrepreneurial engineering. What is it and what are the challenges that face an entrepreneurial engineer? And the second part is gonna be for the AI skills, very specifically for the entrepreneurial engineers. And then we're gonna have a Q&A session at the end. So if you have any question, you can stop me at any minute during the workshop, but I don't know, if you prefer to leave all the question at the end, that will be also very great. Okay, so let's start with the first part. I prepared here a Slido question, but since the group is quite small, we can just discuss it together. So first of all, I want to know, what do you know about entrepreneurial engineering? So Fuzia and Nur Huda, when you heard about entrepreneurial engineering the first time, what was like the ideas that come to your mind? What is your own concept of entrepreneurial engineering?
From my side, to be honest, I have no idea. I'm here to learn.
Okay, great. Well, that's the purpose of the workshop. What about you, Fuzia?
I might think I have an idea, but I don't think it's a broad idea. It's like a field that combines engineering principles with entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
And that is like to create probably like solutions or develop products. So it's a combination between 2 disciplinaries.
Mm-hmm. Good, very good. Okay, so I asked you this question in order to just like check what are like the concepts that you maybe generate when you first heard about the entrepreneurial engineering, because the term itself, the entrepreneurial engineer or entrepreneurial engineering, doesn't really have a one unified definition, and the literature is lacking a lot in this regard, because the term itself is relatively very recent. This is why we don't find so often a very unified definition, or at least an official definition by an official entity, if we can say. So this is why at Jawsak we created our own definition based on the research that we have done, and we make 2 different definitions, one for the person, the entrepreneurial engineer, and one for the field that we are practicing, or the entrepreneurial engineer is practicing the tasks that he or she doing, which is the entrepreneurial engineering. So the entrepreneurial engineer is a professional that integrates the strong technical skills, because here we are talking about engineer, and it can come from any discipline of engineering: mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, material engineering, software engineering. So the field or the background that this professional has, it's very technical. And he integrates this with the business skills and organizational management abilities, because now the engineer is not only an engineer, it's also an entrepreneur. So he has the technical skills along with the business skills. And he uses all these skills in order to identify and seize opportunities. While the entrepreneurial engineering as a field, it's the field that include different activities that include ideation, the design, the implementation, and the management of the different system. And these systems are also very technical. So whether we are talking about a service or a product, we are talking about the whole activities, the whole process from creation into delivering to the client. And this field has three main pillars, which are the sustainability, the feasibility, and the profitability. So in entrepreneurial engineering, we always try to respect the environmental constraint. At the same time, since this is a business, we also study the ability to generate money from this idea or this project or this startup or whatever it is. And also the feasibility, because here we are talking about engineering. So definitely, is this something that we can make real or not? So when we are talking about entrepreneurship in general, we can find entrepreneur in all different disciplines that exist. They can come from management, from marketing, from sales, from different, from even human resources. So why exactly do we need a very specific approach only for engineers? Okay, so in general, if you are talking about all the disciplines, the one size that fits all the disciplines is not really an effective solution. Why? Because from one field to another field, we have a different needs, we have different challenges that come along with the entrepreneurship journey. However, when it comes to engineering, the challenges are even higher. Why? Because the natural of being an engineer and the natural of being an entrepreneur, they have a very contradictory points. So there are a lot of opposite points between these two fields. This is why we need a unique approach for doing entrepreneurship in the engineering field. Also that there is a challenges very specific to the technical aspects, along with other aspects that comes as a challenge for engineers. So this is why a unique approach, it's a must, and this is why recently we start to see the term entrepreneurial engineering. And also because back in the days when an engineer graduates from the university or from the institute, they usually find a job and they find a high demand for them to work in the factories, to work in the bigger companies. However, the market is changing. We can see that the rate of employment for engineers is getting bigger and bigger with time, because the global market is quite different. And with the rise of startups, it's also a must for engineers to start becoming an entrepreneurs. However, the education for 5 years or more in the universities or the institutes, it's not enough for them, because there is already a lot of technical aspects that they need to cover during their studies. And adding on that, also learning about entrepreneurship, it's not enough, because the university itself, it cannot cover everything related to the discipline itself. So the engineers need another thing or another solution in order to become entrepreneurial engineering. And I mentioned some of the challenges that entrepreneurial engineers face, and here we stated some of the main challenges that they face and what comes with them. So the first challenge is balancing the technical and business skills. This one is the first challenge that come in the way of an entrepreneurial engineer, or that come in the way of an engineer who is trying to become an entrepreneur. Why? Because he's coming from a very technical background. He doesn't know anything about the business, and now he need to balance between what is technical and what is related to business, or what is related to entrepreneurship. And in this challenge, we can find multiple points. For example, how to exactly acquire and integrate a business acumen, and also how can an engineer manage the multiple roles, because as an entrepreneurial engineer, you are not only an engineer, you're going to find yourself sometimes a marketer, sometimes a manager, sometimes a coordinator, so you're going to find yourself playing different roles. So it's very challenging for engineers to balance between these different roles. Maybe other people are more, it's easy for them like to manage between these roles given the nature of the disciplines that they've been studying. However, for engineers, it's very hard, especially that they are coming from a technical background. Also, the strategic visioning. When we are talking about business, we are talking about having a vision. Whether as a startup or a company, you are having a vision and a mission that you are to achieve. But as an engineer, you only think about the product and what is the problem that your product is trying to solve. So not having a strategic vision, how exactly to sell your product, it's very challenging for engineers. Another challenge, which is the soft skills. Okay, so the soft skills is something that is very obvious, and this is why sometimes we tend to take it for granted, because talking about communication, talking about leadership, talking about teamwork, it sounds like something very natural that we are all doing it, but actually in reality it's very, very different to handle, and it's very different to use it within the business workspace. Engineers usually tend to work very isolated, or at least in a very small groups, while entrepreneurship require them to connect with people and to have like a small chat and like to network a lot. And all these skills are very hard for engineers to adapt, and this is why it's very challenging for them. The third one is the personal development. Here we are talking about, for example, the emotional intelligence. Most of engineers tend to be introverted, and this is why it's hard for them to connect with other people. Well, this is not always true. It's the case of like most of the people or most of the engineers. However, the emotional intelligence, it's very important when it comes to business, because you are in places where you need to understand the client, you need to understand what causes the pain for them in order to provide them with the good solutions. And if you are lacking with the emotional intelligence, it's going to be very hard for you to do that. Another thing within the personal development is also the stress management. The stress is something that come with the business very often, and engineers, as the statistics shows, they can't really manage the stress very well. And if you are not able to manage your own stress, and you are also lacking with the emotional intelligence, it's going to be hard for you as an entrepreneurial engineer to manage the internal conflicts within your team or within your business. Another challenge is handling the complex economic system. What we mean by that? Engineers understand their discipline very well. Well, not very well, because there are a lot to cover in every single engineering discipline, but they understand their field very well, and they have enough expertise. However, they don't usually understand the economic ecosystem, like the market, the global market, especially like we have a global market, so there are differences between each local markets and another one. And also there is like a huge change in that the pace, it's very fast that sometimes we can't even keep up with it. So handling this complexity, it's very challenging for entrepreneurial engineers. Another challenge is the industry-specific challenges. And what we mean by that, it's not really related to the discipline of the engineer, but it's also related to how you gonna commercialize your product. Because understanding your product, understanding the standards related to your discipline, it's one thing, but understanding how to validate it in the market, it's totally a different thing. So there is also a huge lacking of knowledge for entrepreneurial engineers when it's come to the industry-specific challenges. The sixth one is the resource acquisition and financial management. That can include securing funds, because here we are talking about entrepreneurial engineers, so they are usually the engineers who are trying to maybe start their own startup or start their own business. And securing a fund is something hard for all the entrepreneurs, not only for entrepreneurial engineers. However, for entrepreneurial engineers, they lack the knowledge and they lack the know-how to secure funds. And even if they secure funds, how exactly they can manage and how can they plan to distribute the budget in order to achieve the financial objectives. Another challenge is the cultural variation and the market entry strategies. Here we are talking about the regularity requirement, because there are multiple laws related to how to enter any market. And again, since we are talking about the global markets, the rules and the law can be different from one country to another country. So also understanding the different strategies in order to make a go-to market strategy, it's very challenging. And the last one we have here is leveraging international collaboration. We are talking here mainly about the cross-border negotiation, how as an entrepreneurial engineer you can collaborate with international companies. If you are from one country and you are trying to collaborate with another organization or company in totally a different country or even a different continent, how exactly you can do that. Also, since most of entrepreneurs and most of businesses nowadays are using the remote working and they have remote teams, how exactly as an entrepreneurial engineer you can manage very effectively your team who is working remotely while your team members are coming from different countries. So this is the main challenges that faces the entrepreneurial engineers. And given all these challenges and obstacles faced by entrepreneurial engineers, we at Jawsak developed a framework that we call the SIG framework, which is the abbreviation of Spark, Empower, Equip, and Guide. So this framework contains 4 phases or 4 steps. The first one is Spark. At this stage, we try to inspire engineers to become entrepreneurial engineers, because, by the way, most of entrepreneurial engineers, they are not even aware that they are entrepreneurial engineers, because maybe they are engineers, they are working in one of the engineering fields, but they don't know yet, maybe, that they want to start an entrepreneurial journey. So at this stage, we try to inspire them by providing them with insights, knowledge, and we try to spark or ignite the creativity within them. And after that, we have the second step, which is Empower. At this phase, we try to provide all the technical expertise and the educational resources and all the tools that can empower entrepreneurial engineers to know more about themselves and to understand the challenges that they are facing and how to overcome them. After that, we have the third step, which is equip. Here we try to provide entrepreneurial engineers with tools, mainly the digital tools, but we also try to provide them with mentorship program and different program to help them in order to get deeper and to advance and upscale their businesses. And the last phase, which is the guide, here we provide the global network where they can connect with like-minded entrepreneurial engineers or engineers in general, like junior engineers, senior engineers, and we also provide them with the personalized guidance, and we try to support them along the journey. And as you can see, this framework, we designed it to be very sustainable. So once we have an entrepreneurial engineers who succeed in their journey, we try to include them again to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurial engineers. Okay, so we are living in a world where everything is changing very fast, and honestly, the pace is getting faster and faster day after day, and we are seeing multiple technologies that thrive, and as we can see nowadays, it's all about the AI. And since entrepreneurial engineers have so many to face, they also need to be updated about the latest things that's happening worldwide. And this is why we try always to adapt to evolving these needs. And that leads us to the second part of our workshops, which is about the AI skills for entrepreneurial engineers. So again, here I have a very quick questions. It's, do we really need AI skills? If yes, why do we need them? If no, why do we need them? Okay, so you can, as you prefer, I don't know if you would like to. Okay, Fuzia, you want to answer this?
I think integrating and having AI skills in the entrepreneurial career is something essential nowadays, because for no reason like replacing the work. However, it can duplicate or make the process way faster, because with those AI skills or the AI tools, it can just make our life or our tasks so much easier. And also when it comes to the automation, it's something that I think nowadays every entrepreneur should integrate it in their business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. What about you guys? I can see that we have.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Actually, I'm not an engineer, so I don't know if when you mean AI skills, like very technical or using ChatGPT.
Just share with us whatever you are thinking. Like all the AI skills in general, do you think that we need them, or it's not really that important?
I would say yes. I think it makes the task faster. Like if you already know or have that skill, when you use the AI tools, you just make the task faster. I would say so. Yes, why not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Thank you, Amal.
From my side, I also agree that AI is very important nowadays. As you were mentioning, like before in the old day, engineering didn't need any other skills like entrepreneurship skills or else. But now, like multitasking is a must. So I guess to faster things and make it easier, we need some like AI skills.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Nur Huda. Who else wants to share his thoughts with us? We have Faisal and Leela. You guys, you can also use the chat box if you can't use your mic. Okay, so thank you guys for answering this. And by the way, there isn't really a right or wrong answer for this. It's just about the way you are interacting with today world. So it's, do you really think that we need to learn about AI more and more? Because as you can see, the AI, it's becoming a really like a buzzword where everybody is trying to use it because everybody else is using it, but we really need to think case by case in our reality. Do I really need AI skills or not? This is a very rational question that you need to ask yourself, because when it comes to business, some people might just like try to acquire AI skills because everybody else is doing it, but you really need to understand your needs, your unique needs, and to see if you need it or not. There is no doubt that the AI is making a huge progress, and it's also giving us an amazing tools that we can use to automate a lot of tasks. But at the same time, we are still at the beginning, and it will be developed more and more, and we're gonna see a lot of amazing things in the future when it comes to AI. Okay, so here I want to share with you some statistics that were issued by McKinsey, the Global Institute, back in October 2023. So the statistics states that tasks accounting for up to 30% of hours currently worked in the US could be automated by 2030. So we have here the case of the US. We are talking about 30% of hours that we can automate by 2030. So we are already in 2024. We have like 6 years. We're gonna see 30% of the working hours automated. And before jumping to thinking about that AI will take over your job, you just need to see it from different angle, because that means that you're gonna be having more time to do a higher level tasks, to develop your skills to something more developed than what you are doing now, especially the repetitive tasks that you can automate or you can use an AI tool in order to do. And the same source also estimated that 12 million AI-related occupational shifts will occur in the US by the same year, the 2030. So we are talking about 12 million AI-related, and this is the case only for the US. So imagine what's coming in the future. Okay, so since we are talking about AI, we are talking also about entrepreneurial engineers. We are talking here about how exactly you can use AI tools in order to develop your business. And being an entrepreneur, it might mean that you are at the beginning of your business or you are already upscaling it. So here we stated 3 main strategies that you can use AI in your business. The first one is the market analysis. Okay, so doing business, it means that you are trying to make solutions, whether they are services or products, for your clients. And in order to deliver the best solution for your clients, you need to understand your market. This is why using AI to do analysis to understand the market, it's very, very useful, and it's one of the best strategies that you can use as an entrepreneur. Because nowadays we have huge and large data sets that we are receiving very easily. However, how exactly you can use this data in order to get insights to understand your market? Here you can use the AI tools. And the AI tools can help you to get insights and then use these insights in order to develop your solutions. Another strategy is to use AI within the customer relationship management, or the CRM, because when dealing with customers and dealing with clients in general, you're gonna see how exactly they interact However, when using AI tools, you can easily get insights about the behavior of your customers. And why do you exactly need to analyze or understand the behavior? It's because it's gonna help you to generate more leads, and it's gonna help you to empower the sales force with more AI products. Another strategy is the operational efficiency. Entrepreneurship, it's very messy, to be honest, and it's also the art of managing the limited resources. So you need to be very effective, and you need to make sure that every single operation you are doing, it's very efficient. So using AI can also help you to streamline the operations, and it also can help you in a different sectors, whether it's the supply chain management, maybe the resource allocation. You can use it in a different operation related to your business. Here I'm talking about the businesses in general, but each business has its unique operation, and it can be different from one business to another one. Maybe your business need to automate operation in order to manage the inventory better. Maybe you needed to reduce the errors, the human errors. So it's depend on the nature of your business. Okay, here we're gonna start with the key AI skills for entrepreneurial engineers. And please notice that we are talking about the very fundamentals and important AI skills, because the skills when it comes to artificial intelligence, there are a lot, and they are emerging day after day. But what we're gonna discuss here are the most important skills, especially needed for entrepreneurial engineers. So the first one is the machine learning, or the ML. This one, it's very, very important, and it's not really important to like master it and have a great expertise in it, but you need to understand the different ML algorithms, and how you can deal with the models, and how you can analyze the data sets in order to recognize patterns and to use it for your business. For example, you can use it for the recommendation systems, you can use it for the fraud detection, you can use it in any way that suits your business. Here I mentioned some of the tools that you can learn. These are the very popular ones. For example, the scikit-learn is the Python library, which is one of my favorites, to be honest. Next, we have the data science and the data analysis. Now, talking about the branch itself, then we can say that data analysis is included or a part of the data science. However, having skills as a data analyst to understand how to manage the huge and large data sets, from collecting, cleaning, analyzing, extracting insights, it's very important and it's very powerful. And in order to do that, you can use one of the main languages like Python or R. Python, it's very, very popular because of the amazing community that it has. There is a lot of libraries that you can use in order to reduce the time and efforts of doing everything all over again. You can find a lot of libraries, and the community is also very supportive when it comes to debugging, and because when you are programming, you're gonna find a lot of bugs, and sometimes it's very, very easy to just search for these errors. You're gonna find a lot of people already faces the problems that you are having. So Python, it's something that I recommend. But there is also R programming, which is very powerful when it comes to something more related to statisticals and mathematical models. Sorry. And there is also the SQL or the SQL, which is mainly for managing the databases. Okay, the third skill is the natural language processing, the NLP. The NLP, it's very important for anyone. Why? Because as an entrepreneurial engineers or as an entrepreneur in general, you are trying to provide solution for people who are not necessarily coming from a technical background. So you need to deliver for them the solution in human-like ways, so they can interact with it very naturally, like they are talking to a person, to an actual person. Some of the examples include the chatbots, the virtual assistants. You are all familiar with ChatGPT. It's very known. One of you already mentioned it, I think ML. And for the NLP, there are so many tools that you can use. I stated here a few of them, but honestly, my expertise is very limited when it's come to NLP. Maybe Fuzia have more expertise, and we can do another workshop to talk about them in further details. Okay, the first one is the deep learning and neural networks. So deep learning is also a part of the machine learning, and it's also a very powerful artificial intelligence tool. It's used usually in order to make, for example, applications that they are using the computer vision or the neural language generation, and it has so many applications nowadays, and it's very, very powerful. Most of people are using it, but again, you need to see this the unique needs and unique context within your business to see if it's gonna be useful for you or not. One of the popular application is the speech processing and also the image recognition. And I'm sure that you already use one or two tools that already use deep learning, even if you don't know about it. Okay, so getting back to the business, your business, having AI skills, it's amazing, and implementing AI application within your business is also very effective for your business. However, you need to ask yourself, do I really need this solution or this AI solution to implement in my business or not? Because just implementing AI opportunities within your business for the sake of implementing AI is not really effective. It's gonna be just a waste of time, waste of cost, waste of effort. So you really need to identify what are the opportunities within your business that you can use AI in order to make it more effective. Here I stated some of the main pillars. You need to look for the customer service, because your clients are the most important aspect in your business. So do you really need to use, for example, chatbots or virtual assistants in order to interact with your customers? If yes, search for AI opportunities to implement them, but if you see that there is no need for it, you don't have to waste your time on it. Another pillar is the sales and marketing, and here I put sales and marketing together. So please, if anyone who is coming from sales or is coming from marketing, don't be offended. I know they are two different sectors, but I just put them together because when it's come to applying or using AI tools, they both have the same end objective, which is gaining a customer and generating more leads. So here you need to check within your business capabilities to see if you need to implement or integrate AI tools. Do you need analytics? Do you need, for example, to personalize content for your customers? Do you need to predict the behaviors of your clients? So you need to ask all these questions in order to make a decision about implementing the AI tools or not. Another pillar is the operation and logistics. For example, in order to optimize the supply chain, or to also control the inventory, or to predict maintenance, or also to distribute more effectively. So all these fields within your business need to be very clear in the point of using AI tool for them or not, because sometimes using a simple solution, it's better than using any sophisticated tool. So you really need to ask this question. And even when making a decision, by the way, you can also use the AI tool for decision making. So make sure you analyze your business using AI and then making a very rational decision that will work for your business. Okay, with that I finished the two parts. Now we're gonna start the Q&A. So please, if you have any questions or any comments, or if you want to add anything, please feel free to open your mic and let's just start the discussion.
I have probably a question.
Yeah.
Do you think in the near future, whether when we rely on the AI, for instance, to analyze our business or doing AI-powered marketing strategies, what is the degree of us trusting AI, and how do we make sure that it's making the right decisions?
Okay. This is a very important question for Zia, especially that it's about like the human aspects when we are using AI. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like answer based on the literature, and at the same time I'm gonna give you my personal aspect of it. Okay, so it seems like there is a huge encouragement when it comes to the literature about using AI. Because we are seeing the different models are giving us a higher percentage, a higher accuracy, a higher results day after day. So we can't really deny the fact that the AI tools are doing very, very well and they continue to grow. However, like how exactly to rely on AI, it can never be at 100% because the AI, the artificial intelligence, with all its tools, it's just a tool for the human being. So using it for like 100% and making it like taking over everything by itself, it's not rational. It's really a bad decisions to make. So you always need to put the human being within the process of AI. There is definitely a huge automation when it comes to tasks that people are doing repeatedly. AI can handle this in a better way, in a more effective way, making you gain time, make you gain efforts. And there are a lot of free AI tools also, so you are also like saving money. However, just making AI make everything for you and not checking it by a human being, especially someone who has expertise in whatever field you are talking about, for example, the marketing. So just analyzing the market and taking this insights that was generated by an AI tool and then using it exactly as it is, it's a bad decision. Okay, so we always need to use the human brain in it, and we need to put someone who can supervise the artificial intelligence tool and the results that they are generating. Okay, and I personally think that one day we will get to a point where we can be very confident with what the AI is doing. However, that will take time because we are still at the beginning. Like 2 years ago, we start hearing about artificial intelligence, and after that, during these 2 years, we start gaining more confidence using it. So it's gonna be still a time for artificial intelligence in order to gain our full trust. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you so much, Sihan.
Thank you, Fazia. Okay, what about the other? What do you think?
Hi again.
Hi, Noor.
So I agree that the AI should definitely not think on behalf of a human, and we need to be wise in how to use it.
Yeah.
However, you mentioned that many engineers tend to be introverted. And do you think that AI can help with that, help them learn some social skills and improve emotional intelligence, or not? What do you think about that?
Okay, so I personally have seen some of the researchers talking about how AI can help a human in developing the personal skills. But to be honest, it's something very complicated because here we are talking about the humans, and humans are a very complicated creatures. So the thing that AI is providing in this regard, it's that is very personalized. So if we have, for example, two engineers, let's say, for example, one is a mechanical engineer and another one is I don't know, material engineer, and both of them are introverted, and they are using an AI tool in order to develop their personal skills. So these two engineers are different. Like each one of them have a different character, different personality. So the AI can help in making the learning process or the practicing process personalized for them. This is something great that I see it as a huge potential that we are having with the artificial intelligence. However, at the same time, um, there is always this feeling of something robotic within all the AI tools. I don't know, maybe it's just my own perspective to it, but after using ChatGPT for a while, you're gonna start recognizing the pattern. And even if you see any post on LinkedIn or anything, you're gonna directly feel that this is generated by AI. I don't know if you guys have the same feeling about this or not, but it's really hard to replace this human touch. And nor you asked about the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence is all about like interacting from one human to another human. So it's really hard to to rely on AI in this aspect. However, it's gonna be very helpful. It's gonna be a tool to help in personalizing the learning process, and it's also gonna be a very useful tool for engineers to practice what they are learning. However, there is like no way that we can rely on it by itself. We always need a human being in order to develop the emotional intelligence. I hope I answered your question, Nur Huda.
Yes, yes, and I agree. I feel also like it could be dangerous in shaping human behavior if we rely only on it. I agree. We need to have a brain to supervise it. We need to use it to make life easy and not rely on it to do the work,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. But what do you mean by dangerous, Nur Huda?
As you say, you can feel like that's robotic. If we rely only on it, we humans, we tend all to be because I have seen so many people in work use it, and you feel like you get to lose the emotional feelings in the connection. You feel like you are dealing, even it's a human, but you feel like
Yeah.
dealing with a robot, and all people will have the same thinking if we rely only on it. However, if we use it to improve, to gain time, to manage things, I guess, yes, it's going to be very helpful.
Yeah, thank you, Nur Huda. Okay, I don't know if you have any other question or not, but if not, we can just have a discussion about anything that you like, whether it's related to AI or something else.